In this video, we're gonna talk about 5 mistakes that cost me $100,000 in personal branding. So these are gonna be mistakes that you should avoid if you are a personal brand, and things that I wish I could have taken back. Okay? There's a saying that goes, if you wanna make $1 million, you gotta be willing to lose 6 figures. And I damn sure have lost about 6 figures. So let's start off with the mistakes I've made. Number 1, investing in things I didn't understand. Okay? That is number 1. Right? I remember I lost like, what was it like? Is it 40 or 50K in Bitcoin? Man, this shit is funny now, right? But it's the God honest truth. This was, I believe it was 2021. I didn't know shit about alternative currencies. I just thought it was cool. So I'm an investor. I just dumped money into it, right? When Bitcoin went to shit, I lost that money, right? Because alternative currencies are very volatile, right? They go up and down. They go up and down. So I tell my students now and everyone I know, do not invest into things you don't understand. I'm not gonna put $1 into anything moving forward in my life if I don't understand it. I'm not currently invested in Bitcoin because I just don't understand it. I understand business. I understand personal branding. That's what I invest in. I don't think that people should invest in things that they don't understand. I lost that money and I can't get it back. Okay? Just can't get it back. It's gone. 50 grand out of there. Okay? And this goes to anything that you want to do in life. Anything. Right? Anything that you want to invest in, be careful. Make sure you understand it. Right? Especially alternative currencies. There are too many get-rich-quick schemes. And the thing about alternative currencies and stuff like that is they sound like, oh, you just do this and you get this. But there's a lot more that goes into it. Right? You're not controlling the markets. I would much rather put my money into where I control, what I have access to control. If I don't have access to control it, I'm not putting my money into it. Right? I'm not putting my money into it until I know it, until I understand it. I'm invested into some things now, but the majority of my investments are in my business, in our brands. I'm putting money back into building the brands that we're currently working with. And that's what I'm mostly focused on. Okay? So lost, so let's go minus 50K. Let's see how much I've lost so far. Right? In investing in alternative currencies, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. Okay? Number 2, not saving for taxes or understanding taxes. Okay? This one probably was at least, I think I lost around like 70 grand. See, bro, this shit was fucking unbelievable. Yo, I'm telling you guys, man, dude, personal finance has become a passion of mine because up until a couple of years ago, right, where I was starting to make money, but I just didn't understand finance. And now I'm like so passionate about it because of the fucking mistakes that I've made that I do not want people to make. So I'm gonna take you on a little story, right? Think about 2020. What happened in 2020? You already know, right? The virus, right? I had just started making money. I was literally a personal trainer. I was a personal trainer and I had just went online, swear for God, not making this shit up, it's like a movie. I had just went online the month that COVID hit. My plan, I had been working, I had been in the gym, right? Remember, I graduated college in 2018. I started my personal training business. The first 2 years I started to pick up. 2018, I graduated, right? So I was doing my personal training while trying to establish my online personal training business. Literally, by the time I'm ready to go online, COVID hit. the month that I literally, I believe it was January, I had went fully online. And in like February, beginning of February, the whole world shut down. I had just gotten my fucking, like, I was like, okay, I'm serious now, right? I'm serious. You know, I'm gonna get my LLC. I'm gonna do all this shit. Fast forward, right? COVID hits. I get fucked essentially because at that point I had just went online and you can do personal training anywhere. Luckily for me, I had been building the foundation of, you know, making content online, so I was able to survive off of that for about a year and a half, right? I started to make some money. 2021, 2022, right? My YouTube started to pick up. I started to make money on YouTube with the self-improvement and dating content, right? 2022 hit. I make well over 6 figures online, and I'm like, I'm the man. I'm the fucking man. I'm over here buying Louis, Gucci, right? I'm living. Keep in mind, at this point, I was still in Colombia. I was living in Colombia for about 4 years. So I'm buying Louis, buying Gucci, thinking that I'm balling, but I'm somebody that still, you know, I'm not gonna run away from my responsibilities as a man. So I had my LLC. Here comes tax time. The year before that, you know, I had only made around 100, 150, and I know I had the money put away for taxes. The following year, I blew up and started making way more money. I'm over here buying Louis and Gucci and thinking that what I was gonna have to spend was gonna be the same as last year. That I could just write this shit off. The bullshit that the people tell you on the internet, yo, you could just write this shit off. You can only write off taxes if you have a tax strategy. Tax strategies like deferring on real estate, right? Negative gains with real estate, investing in property, stuff like that. That's the majority of the things that you can write off. Don't believe the bullshit, guys. I learned the hard way. All right? Anybody telling you that you could just write off expenses, your expenses have to be categorized for your specific business. If your expenses are not literally business expenses that you verify, the IRS will audit your ass. So 2022, I'm already down 50K, right? 2022, tax time come. Didn't know shit about taxes. I'm like, fuck. The year before that, I went through TurboTax. TurboTax, oh, you know, they told me you owe around 2025 because I made about 100, right? No tax strategy whatsoever. The following year, like the 2022 year, I go to say, okay, I'm gonna go with TurboTax again. The motherfuckers hit me with 150K tax bill. I had only made like 400, I believe it was gross. I had only made like 400. This is 2022. I only made like 400K. They told me I had a 150K tax bill. I said, what? He's like, yeah, I mean, you know, no, the TurboTax is not fucking business tax strategies. I didn't know that. Luckily, my business partner, who's somebody who's very financially educated and makes very good decisions, was like, no, go with my tax company, so and so. So I go with his tax company. I still ended up owing around, I believe it was 85 grand. I didn't put nothing away. Nothing. I had nothing put away. I'm over here buying fucking designer bullshit, thinking that, you know, my tax people are just gonna write it off. I can have bad spending habits and they could just write it off. Man, I faced that 2022 to like mid 2023 was tough. Think about it. I had already made 400 grand. So like, you thinking you make 400 grand, you smart with your money, that's a lot of money. And then I was living in Colombia too, but I know I wasn't smart. I was being a fucking dumbass. Fast forward today, guys, I might as well get my financial license. How fucking passionate I am about finances. I'm not fucking up. I'm not wasting $1. I'm not wasting the fucking penny, right? But I ended up owing like 85 grand that was due April. For you guys who don't know, if you have a business, you know, you can pay quarterly or you can pay yearly. Right? It's advised to pay quarterly, but I didn't have anything saved. So my taxes were due in April and I had nothing. So I had to file an extension, literally, and run my business minus 85K. Literally. Nothing saved. Right? I was still sort of kind of, recovering from the Bitcoin loss that I was a fucking idiot about. Right? So I had to file this extension and run the business. And if you know how business goes, business is not, oh, you made 400 last year. You start off at 400 again. You have to go and earn every dollar. Right? Every penny you have to earn in business. You have to earn this. So I had to start the whole new year with an extension, and then you know how IRS work, because you're filing an extension, you're tacking on interest on that shit. So I ended up paying on top, what I owed, I ended up paying around 90 to 100. Because by the time I finished paying it off, the interest rate on that shit is like a credit card. So I was literally for a whole year having to run my business, live, eat, survive, and try to pay down this debt as fast as possible. I was able to get it done. But that was probably the most transcending year for me. 2023, in my opinion, was probably the year I feel like I woke up and I started taking life seriously. I was like, oh, fuck no. I had already suffered the Bitcoin loss, and then to be down with taxes, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I started just taking everything seriously. So if you calculate it, technically I'm already down 150, right? Those have been my two biggest losses. I would say number 3 is investing. I would say, yeah, maybe 3 to 5. These are my two biggest. These two were incredibly significant. Investing in wrong information. This might not have a specific numerical figure, but this probably cost me the most amount of money and time. And this is why I'm so passionate about being transparent with the people that I coach, because I feel like a lot of the information out there, even people you pay will hold out information. All right? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people are not going to tell you the truth for the most part, because you're the competition. And I'm not saying this because I'm, angry at the world or nothing. I'm just telling you what I've realized about business, and this is the mistake I made, and I'm gonna tell you guys this shit for free. Hopefully it can save y'all some money, right? Let me try to turn this. Hopefully this can save y'all some money, right? The opportunity vehicle you're in is probably the most important thing in business. I'm gonna give you guys that nugget for free, right? If you pick the wrong opportunity vehicle, you're not gonna make that much money, and it's gonna be an uphill climb. Because the thing about making money is, yeah, you might make $1 million, you might make 400, you might make 750. So my income gross went from 400 to 750 to $1 million, but it was still if you know how business is, you don't keep much of that. That's mostly going back into the business, right? That's mostly going back into running the company. It's not business owners we have that fancy number. Oh, I earned $1 million. I earned this. But a lot of it, man, before you can start really enjoying your money the way you really want, you got to be making 8 figures. I'm telling you guys, it sounds crazy. You got to be making at least, in my opinion, 10 to 20 mil a year. 10 to 20 million a year, have the right tax strategy. And this could be lower if you got the right tax strategy. If you're not so much a CEO type of person. I'm more of a CEO type of person. So it's that money that I make has to go back into the business. It's not like I could be a solopreneur, earn that money, and just go do a tax strategy with real estate. That's possible, but the majority of my income has to go back into the business. Has to. That's just how it works. So in my opinion, for me specifically, I don't think I'm gonna be able to really enjoy my money until I'm making at least 10 to 20 million a year. simply because the wrong information has held me back, making stupid decisions, right? You know what I'm saying? I would say mistakes. Number 4, focusing on virality. I got hundreds of millions of views last year. And yes, I made money, but I thought, from what I understand now, I should have made like 10 million last year. Like I literally know people with a few thousand followers who are getting 7, 8 figures a year. So why? Opportunity vehicle. So virality doesn't really mean shit. It's the problem that you saw. That's why I'm stressing that shit to you guys so much. Opportunity vehicle and focusing on helping a specific group of people that are financially qualified. That's how you make money in business. Getting views and all this other stupid shit, it gives you a pat on the back. But the people who are really, really getting after it, you're talking about 8-figure entrepreneurs. I don't really consider you doing great until you're making 8 figures. 10 million plus profit. If you're not making 10 million profit a year, you're not that impressive to me. Because I made my first million last year, and I think I did so many things wrong. And the people who are really getting after it, bro, they're making 3, 4, 5, 600K a month. And they're doing this shit the right way. They got the right opportunity vehicle. They're focusing on solving the problem. Either they're gonna have a service-based business, software-based business, or a product-based business. That's how business works, right? Let me give you guys this nugget. Either you got service, product, or service, product, what the fucking, I just said this shit. Service, product, software. These are the 3 systems, right? They're gonna make you the most money. The best businesses, they figure out how to take product and software and combine it together, or they figure out how to take service, product, and software to combine it together. This is the beautiful thing about a personal brand. A personal brand, you can use all 3, right? If you scale your personal brand big enough, you can use product, service, and software. But you look at Amazon. Amazon is a product-based and a service-based business. So you're gonna be either one of these 3 or a combination of each, right? But mostly, so when I say product-based services, you got e-com, FBA. These are great opportunity vehicles if you got into them the right time, right? You got software, you got literally think about any fucking software, CRMs, ChatGPT, all these, like, these are software-based companies. Service-based are like, roofing companies, coaching services, like consulting services, tax preparations, fucking accounting services, like stuff like that. Doctor's office, medical office, those are services. This is how you get rich. Literally, this is it. You pick one of the 3. But the vehicle that you get in, it needs to figure out how you can combine. Like, you get to 8 figures, you get to 10 million a year. Like now, like I haven't gotten there yet, but I know how to make 8 figures. I'm telling you guys, I know it. It's not gonna take me long. I've marked my fucking words. Just mark my words. I know it now. It's so clear to me. You've been making mistakes for so long. You take the right opportunity vehicle and you figure out which one of these you're gonna combine in the great opportunity vehicle to scale your business to 8 figures plus, right? And lastly is wrong people, right? Like I mentioned in a little bit, it's kind of tied into virality. You're targeting the wrong people. You're not really trying to focus on helping the people who literally want your help. That's something that hurts my heart because, you know what I'm saying, there are so many people that would, I feel like the virality I got last year only pushed me away from the people that I could really help, not towards. It only brought me people who didn't really care about life, the trolls, the nonsense, and the people, and the way I know this is true is because I still made $1 million last year. And my mentorship was full of entrepreneurs. But when you're making content, you're chasing virality, you're not targeting those people. So what I was realizing, I'm like, hold up. The people that I'm serving don't align with the people that I'm talking to. I'm like, my mentorship is filled with motherfuckers who are getting after it, hustlers, entrepreneurs. I'm over here talking to fucking dipshits. So I'm like, man, I'm going to focus on talking to people who really want my help, because I've earned my stripes in life, in my opinion. At 27, 28 years old, I'm 28 now. You know what I'm saying? I've made 7 figures in business. I'm in great shape. I've built a personal brand. I'm not no novice. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So now, like, I wish I could just give my expertise and knowledge to y'all and say, skip all the extra shit and go help the people you could best serve. Don't fuck up your taxes. Don't invest in shit that you don't know, right? Get a good tax team. Be obsessed with your finances. Understand what is coming in versus what's coming out, okay? Make sure the information you're investing in actually has your best benefit at heart. Not people just telling you shit that sounds good. Make sure you're in the right opportunity vehicle. And the way you get rich is to pick a great service, product. Great service, you create a product or software that can reach millions of people in the right opportunity vehicle. That's it. It's not complicated. Getting rich is not complicated. It's not. It's really not. The vehicle, these motherfuckers are OF for making $1 million a month. They're in the right opportunity vehicle. They're not smarter than you. They got OF creators making $1 million a month. That Sofa Rain chick made $50 million last year. She ain't a genius, buddy. She don't got more work ethic than you. So it ain't work ethic or smarts. It's really just opportunity vehicle, service, product, software. And the OF is just product. It's product. It's a product. You know what I'm saying? They got videos, help men who are thirsty. Millions of men who are thirsty. A great opportunity vehicle. Male lust is a great industry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't pick the wrong vehicle. And don't pick the wrong people. Don't focus on the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? These are my mistakes. These are my 5 mistakes that cost me 6 figures plus. Well over 6 figures, right? I mean, not well over 6 figures, but well over 100 grand. I would say the information probably cost me millions. So yeah, I would say definitely over. I lost over 6 figures. Like, I'm not over 6 figures. I lost at least 150K on paper, but I guarantee you with this shit, I lost at least another million or 2 with the information that I know now. That's why I'm trying to like give back that information to the people that I help and the people that I coach. Speaking of people that I coach, I help men take their personal brands to the next level. Our personal branding students are crushing it, right? Several people are now monetized, landing clients, getting closer and closer to having a life where they call the shots, where they're their own boss. If you want help with that, click the link in the chat, apply for the Inner Circle mentorship, and let's see if we're a good fit to work together, man.